Hi. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Um, I have a little bit of like a script, not really, but it's just like talking points I'm going to go over. And it's not going to be like a happy video. This is about my depression. Yay! So, yeah, currently I'm depressed. Yeah, it has a lot to do with my issues with my appearance, my feeling towards myself, um, and my need to doom scroll. Um, yeah, so we'll start with my appearance issues. Like everything has little things that go with it, but we'll start with my appearance issues. Calling it hot. Yeah, I really hate how I look. But that's like typical for me. That's nothing new. I've always hated how I look, and I've never been happy with my appearance. Um, yeah. Next question. But yeah, so right now, it's a lot of like my every now and then I really, really heavily hate how I look. And one of the things that I typically would do at that time is do something drastic to my appearance, like a tattoo, a piercing, something crazy to my hair. Um, those are like my three typical calling cards, and I have not been able to do any of those recently. Piercings don't like to heal very well on me. I've gone through so many different piercings, and none of them like to heal well. It sucks. This is healing to the best of its ability. Um, and it's not doing, like, I don't know. I feel like it's behind schedule. I could be wrong. I'm not a professional. Um, and I don't have enough money to get a new tattoo. Also, I'm trying to hold off getting any more tattoos until I have lost some weight, which is another issue on my appearance. My weight, it fluctuates so much, but I'm pretty sure I'm the biggest I've ever been. Um, and it's not a great feeling. Um, some people gain weight and they're happy with the weight that they've gained. And at a point in my life, I did want to gain weight. And so I did a lot of stuff to gain weight. But every body is different. So my weight gain presents in ways that make me feel uncomfortable in my body. Um, to not dance around words, people thought I was pregnant because I was gaining weight. Um, and that's how it presents on my body. Like my belly doesn't get soft and pudgy, it stays kind of firm and pudgy, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't just fold gracefully and naturally, it just kind of goes boom. So um, that's very unhappy for me, makes me very unhappy. Um, yeah, so appearance issues are a big thing, and I can't do anything different with my hair right now because I have starter locks in. So the best I can do is like little mini updos or like a side part, clip it a little bit. That's why my hair's like that right now, because I clipped it to the side for 2 days, and um, like I can't do anything crazy or drastic, and I have to trust the process and hope that my hair comes out looking really good at the end of the starter lock period. Um, which, that's difficult. It's difficult because I mean, there's sometimes I just look really ratty, and it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Um, yeah, so that's the issues that I have with my appearance. Well, that and also my skin just hates me, but it's doing pretty okay right now. It's doing pretty okay right now. I kind of, I don't. This is for a different video. That will be coming later. Um, but I am trying to do a skincare routine that works and feels good for my skin, and I think it's working for the most part, but I'm not consistent with it. But that's a topic for another time. My feelings towards myself. Yeah, I don't feel really good about myself, like, ever. I don't think. I mean, from a young age, I felt a certain way about myself. Um, I spent a lot of my childhood being compared to others, and I was never smart enough, cute enough, um, like pretty enough, thin enough, short enough, tall enough, girlish enough, boyish enough. I was never enough in any of the categories that I was being placed within, which is never a great feeling. Um, and so I beat myself up a lot for not being enough in ways that I don't even know what I'm talking about sometimes. Like, I don't know. More than half the time, I don't know why I am feeling so negative towards myself, but I am feeling that way. And I don't know. So how am I supposed to fix it if I don't even know what the cause is? Like, I'll just be like, oh, I'll wake up and I'll get dressed for the day, and I'm like, oh, I'm not pretty enough. And it's like, for who? In what context? I'm not skinny enough. Oh, in what context? I'm not big enough in other areas. In what context? Like, I don't know. Um, and I need to doom scroll. So I deleted social media, kind of. I deleted Instagram and Threads. It was the only real social media that I'm on. And now I just scroll through Pinterest or Reddit, and that's not helping. Like, I have this innate need to just sit and scroll, and I I'm trying to change it. I have, like, some of the topics I'll bring up, like, I'm gonna talk more in depth in other videos, but, like, one of the things that I do to try and stay off my phone, all my music is on here, or most of all my music. It takes me a couple days to, like, figure out what other songs I want to add, and then I download them onto here. But that, there's a little bit of a lag period, so I sometimes have to listen to stuff on my phone. But my main quarrel with this is that that it's no Bluetooth, um, and there's another thing I was gonna say, but I forgot it. Oh well, because I didn't write it down. But yeah. So I'm on Pinterest, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I'm, like, searching for something, anything, to bring me the same satisfaction that I had when I was scrolling on Instagram. And Instagram's not even satisfying for me. I see all these beautiful, amazing people who are creating, who are just beautiful, who are, like, doing things with their wardrobe and, like, having fun. And I just feel so, like, disgusted with myself, because what am I doing? I'm sitting on the couch scrolling Instagram while a video on the TV is playing and doing absolutely nothing with myself. So then it doesn't motivate me. I don't feel motivated to then get up and go do something. Now I feel really gross and disgusting. And I'm like, wow, this person has, like, a really, like, chubby body, but they wear clothes that accentuate it and looks good on them. Why can't I do that? And then I'll try it, and then I look at myself and I'm like, oh, that's why I can't do that, because we don't have the same body type. So therefore, it does not look good on me. And it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, when I had Instagram on my phone and my tablet, like, I deleted it off of everything. I would try to follow people with different body types, different skin tones, different appearances, like, any and everyone that I found interesting, I would try to follow them, and in a way to, like, open my eyes and not see it as, like, oh, I have to lose weight to feel better in my body, because look at these people. They're, like, appearance wise, like, bigger than me. Whether or not they weigh more doesn't matter, but, like, appearance wise, they are, like, chubbier, and they're happy with what they wear. They wear, like, cutesy, like, outfits. They dress themselves up. They put on makeup. They do their hair all these fun, crazy ways, and, like they're doing well, and it starts off as like inspiration for me to try and do better. But as time goes on, I'm not able to achieve the same results. So it makes me feel even worse. And then I start comparing myself, and then I feel even worse. And it's just a slippery slope. It's a huge slippery slope. Um, yeah, and it's just not fun. Um, but it's like I deleted social media. Now what? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I try reading, but a lot of the books that I've been trying to read, um, I try to get, I try to read on my tablet. It's just easier for me that way because I can have like 20 books and not carrying around 20 books. So if I get bored with one book, I can just switch to another. So I try to download free EPUBs, and then I upload it into Google Books. Um, I do it all legally. Like I go to like websites that are like, hey, this book is free for a short period of time, free or like really cheap. Um, and like a really good book if you like classics is the Gutenberg Press. Yeah, Project Gutenberg. There we go. Named after the Gutenberg Press. And if you like classic literature, they have a plethora of it. Problem is for me, like I was trying to read Wuthering Heights, because I always wanted to read it, and with the movie coming out, I was like, you know what? Why not give it a read and see what all the hoopla is about? And I could not follow this book for multiple reasons. One being it's in like older English, not like old English, but it's like one of the characters, Joseph, like his the way he's written, I could not understand a single word that was coming out of his mouth. Oh my god. Like I was getting so frustrated. I'm like, what the fuck does this say? What does this say? And then I'm like, it's pulling me out of it because I don't understand half of what I'm reading. So then I tried another book. Um, but the writing was so so it's like I think I don't remember who wrote it. I'll look it up later for a different video when I talk about books and why I struggle with reading nowadays when I used to be like a top reader. Um, but in it, he's like, or whoever wrote the book, in it, they're describing the main character and they're like, oh, I'm just so tan and blonde and my breasts are so breasting. And I'm like, okay, how, how am I supposed to take this seriously? How am I supposed to read this and take this seriously? When it's like one of the opening scenes, it's like the main character is she's working at a bakery and she's crossing her arms over her chest. But instead of just saying, I cross my arms over my chest while I watch the sky, she goes, I I cross my arms over my t-shirt clad breasts. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's what I get for downloading a free book. But what the fuck? What the fuck? So I'm cussing a lot in this video. I apologize. I will not be bleeping any of it out because I don't have the patience to watch through the entire video and add a beep 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 every single time. So oh well. Um yeah. So that's me deleting social media and needing to doom scroll. And then I'll just like go on Reddit and I'm not even reading half the post. I'm just scrolling. Read through like half of a post and be like, why am I reading this? This isn't entertaining to me. Scrolling. And it's the same thing as like when I'm on Instagram because then I'm seeing people posting like themselves and they're like, oh, this is my hairstyle for today. Or, oh, I wanted to play in makeup today. How do I look? And I'm like, fuck, you guys look great. And you're saying that you're just playing around with this. And when I play around with makeup, I look a fucking hot mess. So what the hell? Like, like I don't know. Yeah. So those are also that kind of like, that was like a dual footnote, I guess, because it also flowed into things that are not helping. And those are things that are not helping. And another thing that doesn't help is I hate being in public. Yeah, little known facts about me. I have really, really bad social anxiety. I don't like being in public alone, especially, but being in public in general makes me feel really uncomfortable. And like yesterday was my sister's birthday, and we spent the day in Boston. And but before we even left my apartment, um, we went thrifting Friday because today's Sunday. Ta-da. So Friday we went thrifting, and I found this beautiful skirt that I loved, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get it. And so I got it. It was like $5. It's fucking gorgeous. And I was like, I know a shirt that I can wear with it, but I don't know where the shirt is right now, so I probably won't even wear this outfit for a little bit till I find that shirt. But then I came home and I was on a mission. I found the shirt. Right. The shirt's wrinkled. It's like dirty. There's like my hair dye stained the collar. It needs to be washed. And I haven't had that, like, I haven't seen that shirt since like November. So, like, it's all wrinkled, it's a mess. And so in my head, I was wearing a completely different outfit for my sister's birthday in Boston. Um, like, I had it planned out. All I needed to figure out was what shoes I was gonna wear. But then, morning of, I figured out I'll just wear these shoes. I think it'll be fine. Um, the dress was a dress I got for my grandma, and my grandma is a heavy smoker, so my sister washed the dress and the skirt at her house, and then brought it over to me in the morning, um, to try and get some of that cigarette smoke and just make sure everything's clean. The dress we knew was clean, but the skirt we thrifted, and so yeah. Um, anyways, she comes over in my room. I'm putting on the stuff. I put on the dress first because I'm like, this is what I want to wear. Not even gonna look at the skirt. I put the dress on. There are slits on the side. It's like a short, like a mini dress. The slits on the side go up just too high, where you could see the shorts I was wearing underneath. And the shorts were green. The dress is black and silver. Yeah, so that wasn't gonna work. And I couldn't find my black leggings in time, because we were already running behind to get to the train station. So I had to wear that wrinkled, dirty shirt, with the beautiful, gorgeous skirt. And all day I was so self conscious, so self conscious. And like we walked into an H&M and I was like hunting for something to put over it. Everyone's like, no, you look fine, everything's fine, like you look okay, like there's no problem. I was so unhappy with myself. I was so unhappy. Um, and it's one of those things where my therapist actually warned me about trying to get dressed up when I'm feeling this way about my appearance and this way about myself, because it's only going to make me feel worse. And she's right. It only made me feel worse because it's like, like as I'm walking, so many people were looking at me, whether or not they really were, or it's my social anxiety telling me that they are. Um, but I kept feeling like everyone's eyes were on me in a negative way, not in like, oh my god, wow, I like that outfit, that's really cool, but like, what the fuck was going on? Fucking else like that, and it was really, it took a huge toll on me. Like everyone was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" Like 10 times over, asking me if I was okay, and I wasn't. But I kept saying I was because I didn't want to ruin my sister's birthday, and in fact, I still kind of did. I didn't want to make it about me. Um, but I mean, there was an obvious like shift in me because I was just so frustrated, and I just felt like nothing was going the way I would have liked it to. In regards to me and myself, not like the day. The day itself was fine. We walked around the Boston Commons. It was just a heavy walking day. We just walked around Boston for a while, and then caught the train home. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like getting dressed up doesn't help. It doesn't. And I was only trying it because I know a lot of people say this, but I mainly hear it from my dad, the whole look good, feel good thing. What's like if you're feeling low about yourself, then dress yourself up and like look good, and you'll feel better about yourself because you'll see like, wow, this is how good I look, does not work for me, because in my head I look so like shit and everyone's judging me, and it's not great. um I'm really self-conscious and it sucks. But yeah, and my last thing that was supposed to end on a positive is things that are helping. I don't really know what helps yet. My therapist heavily suggests just wearing simple, like non-dressy clothes just to feel more comfortable in the moment. Um, which I guess kind of helps because I'm not thinking too heavily on what I look like and what other people are thinking about what I look like. Um, I'm trying to work out more. I really hate the gym. The gym that my fiance is a member at is constantly full, and it's just really uncomfortable for me being around that many people. Um, Especially as someone who does not typically work out. I don't know what I'm doing. So I feel everyone's eyes on me again, and I feel like they're all judging me for not knowing what I'm doing, not being able to do something. Um, for like, I don't know, I don't feel, I hate social. And then like watching how people are wiping down machines and how they wipe them down, quote unquote, wrong. Um, I have a slight agoraphobia, so like being in that public area, all the sweat, all the germs, the way people are wiping the seat and then the back of the machine. I'm like, so we wipe the machine before we use it and after we use it because I just can't. I can't. Um, but yeah, I'm. I really wanted to end this on a positive note, but I really don't have anything really positive right now to end this with. I don't feel very positive. I don't have anything positive to add. Um, yeah, I don't have anything that's really helping me right now because like I'm dressed in, like, I'll wear sweatpants and a sweatshirt for the majority of the time, and it's just not a great feeling because then I'm just wearing a sweatshirt and sweatpants, and then I don't feel really good. I don't feel cute. I don't feel like whatever. And but at least I don't feel so torn down, you know? Like I don't feel like everything is out, like is against me, like when I dress up. Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's the video, I guess. I have a bunch of other topics that I'm going to be going through at some point. Let me just, so we'll check this one off. And then I have, like, I just sat down and just wrote a whole list of things that I would like to go through. Um, I don't know what my next one will be, but the next one I have listed is my digital audio setup and my current CDs. That was the video I was originally going to do, but I felt like I really needed to just get this off of my chest and just get it out. Um, I have videos about my mental illness too that I would like to do, just talking about how it affects me in my day to day. I mean, I'm definitely a talker. I talk even if no one's listening, I talk if it's just me. Um, so this style video, I think there's gonna be a couple of them. I have more fun ones coming up where it's like sculpting and like more artistic and like crafty things. But for right now, I just really wanted to get this out while it was fresh on my mind, and so it wouldn't ruminate as much. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Bye. Love you.